Om Shai Ram, Guruji KSK Saranam. Welcome to EPS System of Astrology. I am pleased to announce the KP Star 1 EPS System software version 6.9 is being released today. I am welcoming you all to the demonstration video on the features of the EPS System software version 6.9. Let me take you to the software and do the demonstration. Let's launch the software. The software is getting loaded. Now let's go to the home page of this is the home page of our EPS System software version 6.9. This is natal chart and planetary positions, cuspal positions and rolling planets at the time of analysis along with the place and the period, and running Dasa Bugdi Antara Shukshma periods for some periods for easy reference are seen here. At the bottom you can see the EPS tables of the running Dasa Bugdi Antara Shukshma planets. This native is running Moon Dasa, Mercury Bugdi, Saturn Antara and Venus Shukshma. Along with the periods, the EPS tables are seen. At the time of analysis a chart, you can see the Dasa Bugdi Antara periods EPS tables are default shown on the home page. Suppose if you want to change the EPS tables of the different periods, you can go to the home DBAS, you can select your own DBAS. There you can select, even instead of Moon Dasa, if you can choose Sun Dasa and say for example Moon Bugdi or Sun Antara, just you click process, you can get those selected Dasa Bugdi Antara periods. Along with the periods you can see the EPS tables. So we can go to the display current DBAS. Now you can see the event selected is general prosperity. You know that in EPS system software we got a lot of events by default is been given, where you can select any of the event. Accordingly, the houses signified by the planets in each column will have different shades according to their grades, primary, secondary or supportive or detrimental houses. How to change the event? Now you go to the EPS main. In the event selector, you can see lot of events by default given in the list. You can choose any of the event. For example, you can choose marriage first natal. According to the selection, according to the event, all the 12 houses are grouped into 6 different categories: primary, secondary, supportive, bad, worse and worst. Similarly, the houses displayed in the EPS table of all the planets, the shade of the houses also will have different shades. Primary will be in green, secondary will be shown in blue, and supportive will be in pink shades, and bad, worst, detrimental houses will be shown in the red shades. So this will be useful in identifying the strength and weakness of the planet. So according to the selection of the planet, these things will change. Suppose if you want to create your own event, or you want to edit the houses given in the pre-listed events, you can go to the settings and event settings. There you can see add event, edit event. If you click on the add event, you can give your any of the new name to the event, and all the 12 houses have been given. You can allot each house into any of this category and you can save it and use that event. Or you want to edit any of the event details, you can do it by editing event. Okay, hide settings. Now what I'm going to do, after you selecting the event, if you refresh the button, what will happen, the ESI table of the particular event for the particular table, EPS table will be generated next to the EPS table. This is the ESI table of the marriage event for the Ketu table. All the 9 planets EPS tables are given one below the other as per the Vimsotri Dasa order, and next to them that ESI table of the planets will be given. Now let's go to the back to home. Now in this home page you can see the ESI table next to the EPS table. What is there in the new ESI module? In the earlier module, there were only 4 columns: OCCL, STHB, conjunction and aspect. In this, we have got 2 more columns: aspecting 2 and indirect columns. The aspect column is splitted into 2, aspect and aspecting 2, and the new one is indirect column. In ASP column, the planets which are under mutual aspect and the exclusive aspected by alone will be present here. In aspecting 2, exclusive aspecting 2 planets grades only be seen here. In indirect column, there are 3 columns are present. This planet is indirectly connected to either cuspal sublord of the A grade or cuspal sublord of the 3 grade. In what way it is connected, it will be displayed in 3 columns. It can be connected through sign, it will be shown in the first column. It can be connected through the conjoined planet with the cuspal sublord, it will be shown in the second column. It may be connected to the aspected by planet by the cuspal sublord, it will be shown in the third column. So if it is connected to the cuspal sublord of the A grade, that green shade will be shown. If it is connected to the 3 grade, the red 3 will be shown in the respective column. I hope you understand. So about these ESI tables and their features will be explained in detail in the ESI analyzer page. Now let me explain about some of the other features. In this home page, you can see destiny selection. In the destiny selection, you can see default destiny planets. One option is given for the event is marriage. If you select the default destiny planet, that is 7th cuspal sublord, will be shown here automatically. If you process this, that selected planets, that is destiny planets, Saturn will be coming automatically along with the ESI table. So the marriage event destiny can be studied by clicking this destiny selection button. Or you can choose your own planet. Suppose if you want to randomly check some of the planets by Moon, Mars or Mercury or Rahu or something like this, you can choose randomly select 1 or more planets, and those selected planets EPS tables along with the ESI tables will be displayed here. So it will be easier for you to select the required planets for your analysis. Now let's move to the other some of the utilities in this home page. If you go to charts, you can see edit chart, create new chart, open chart, save chart. If you click the open chart, you can see the list of charts that you have saved, which you can arrange charts either by sequence number or by name or by city or date of birth, or in case of horary charts through the horary number you can arrange. So this will be useful in the selecting the required chart. Then you can see the printing options. Then you can see the printing of the main page or EPS table or ESI table and event list. All these things you can get printed in PDF form. Then if you go to the view horoscope, in the charts you can have the South Indian or North Indian Rasi chart or Navamsa chart. Then transit chart, if you click, you can have the transit chart, and you can see the planets and cusps and KP significators, basic details you can get it, and sign star and sub of the 5 levels, or Vimso the Dasa navigator you can have in a separate window. Then astrologer's note, where you can note down your important astrologer notes in this space, and you can save it for your future reference. Then you have got the utilities. There you can see the adjust birth time and chart time, where you can adjust the birth time for your birth time rectification by second, minute and hour or day. Then if you go to the ascendant moon today muhurta chart, that you can erect today's RPs, sign star sublord changes. In a single window you can have all the cusp and intervals, all planets at intervals, all planet sublord changes, all planet Rasi star lord changes. All these things according to your requirement, date and place, it will be computed in a single page. Then if you go to the option settings, language, you can see English, Tamil, Hindi, Telugu and Bangla. If you select any of the language, only the planet's name alone will be there in the selected language. All the other details will be in English only. Okay. Now if you click the cue cards, you can see the basic important astrological properties and other details will be shown here. Rasi properties, planet properties, then parts of the body and other important details you can see here. Then you can go to the help menu where you can find the basic help details you can see, including the EPS ebook. With this, I have explained the basic features and utilities available in the EPS homepage. Now let's go to the ESI analyzer table. Welcome to ESI tables analyzer page. Let me first explain about the important details of the new ESI module. The details about the background shades, that is yellow, blue and green, foreground red 3, red 2 and green B, green shade and red 3 grid in indirect column, and lines related to conjunction and aspect are given in a PDF document uploaded in the help menu by the name Explanations on Details of New ESI Table. This you can download and study for your easy reference. Now let me explain about the important features and their usage in the ESI table. I shall explain with an example chart. Let's take the chart number 1 and the event selected as marriage 1, first natal. We can see the ESI tables of all the planets given as per the Vimsotri Dasa order from Ketu to Mercury. While analyzing the ESI tables of each planet to study their strength and weakness according to the event, the rulers of the A grade cusp and D3 grade cusps are to be known. The same can be identified by the presence of green shade or red 3 grade in the STSB column. In this chart, the cuspal sublord of the A grade, that is 7th cuspal sublord, is Saturn, which is indicated by green shade background in the STSB column of the planet Saturn. Similarly, the cuspal sublord of the D3 grade is Mercury, which is indicated by a red 3 grade in the STSB column. But for the easy reference of all the rulers of the A grade and D3 grade cusps, if we click this Show A and D3 cuspal lords button in the menu bar, we can see the cuspal rulers of both A and D3 grade cusps at the left hand side bottom. We can hide this by clicking again this Hide A and D3 cuspal lords button. Similarly, if we click the Show Natal Chart button, the natal chart will appear at the right hand side bottom. This will be useful for easy reference of the planetary positions and other related details in the natal chart. Depending on the screen resolution and other details of the monitor, the natal chart may sometime appear overlapping on ESI table. Hence, we have an option to move the natal chart to the middle of the screen or to the left hand side of the screen by clicking this button. If you want, you can close this chart by clicking this button. Now let me explain about the features related to the rulers link. As the ESI Now let me explain about the features related to the rulers link. Being the EPS followers, you are aware the importance of the rulers link and their impact. When the rulers of a planet are connected to each other, they share their strength and weakness. So the connection between the rulers is playing an important role in strengthening or weakening a planet's significations. As you are aware, there are 4 major types of rulers link present. say through sign, through conjunction, through aspect, and through star exchange. In this chart, if you check the ESI table of the Venus, you can see there is a blue line between Venus and Saturn. It indicates that Venus and Saturn are connected through sign. If you check the natal chart, you can see Venus is occupying the sign of Saturn. Then you can see there is a green line between Jupiter and Saturn. That green line indicates the conjunction. In this chart, you can see Jupiter and Saturn are conjoined together in the sign of Virgo. The same chart you can see there is a brown line between Jupiter and Sun. That brown line indicates the aspect. In this chart you can see Jupiter is aspected by Sun. Similarly, there is a brown line between Sun and Saturn. The same way Saturn is also aspected by Sun. So that way this brown line is indicating. In the table of Ketu you can see there is a red line between Ketu and Moon. It indicates Ketu and Moon are in star exchange. It means Ketu is in the star of Moon and Moon is in the star of Ketu. Please note though, these important rulers connections are shown with the help of the linking lines at the side wall of the ESI table. There are some chances for missing the important rulers link, especially the conjunction and aspect lines, while analyzing, as there may be more lines present. In order to avoid such difficulty and also to ensure the importance of the consideration of such rulers link, especially the conjunction and aspect, we have provided one important tool. You can see a button called Show Conjunction and Aspect. If you click this button, you can see circles and arrows are appearing on the ESI tables. Circles indicating conjunction and arrow lines indicating aspects. Now let me explain you about the circle lines. In the Venus ESI table, you can see circle lines of the same color of brown color for Jupiter and Saturn present in planet column and also in conjunction column. It means that Jupiter and Saturn are conjoined together. Suppose if Venus and Sun are all conjoined together, this Venus and Sun will have different colored lines, circle lines, that will be there in planet column and also in conjunction column. I hope you understand. Now let me explain about the arrows. In the Venus table there is a red arrow line with the two-headed arrows from Sun planet to the aspect column of the Jupiter. This two-headed indicates Jupiter and Sun are in mutual aspect. This red line indicates that Jupiter is aspected by a 3-grade planet. That 3-grade planet is ruling the third level, that is Sun. So because that Sun is Jupiter is aspected by the Sun 3-grade planet, that is indicated by the red line. In the same chart you can see Sun, there is a line between Saturn planet to the aspect column of the Sun in the purple colored line. This is also two-headed arrows because both Sun and Saturn are also in mutual aspect. The two-headed indicates mutual aspect, single-headed indicates single aspect. Because of the Sun is aspected by Saturn, that Saturn is a 3-grade planet and also a green shade A-grade planet. This line is shown in different purple color, not in red color. You can see in Ketu table there is a red line, single-headed red line from Jupiter planet to the aspect column of the Ketu. It indicates Ketu is aspected by Jupiter. It is a single-sided aspect, so it has got only single-headed arrow. And since that Jupiter is a 3-grade planet, this line is also in red color. If you check in Mercury, there is a blue line between moon planet and the aspect column of the Mercury. This is also two-headed arrows because Mercury and moon are in mutual aspect. Since the Mercury is aspected by a planet which is not a 3-grade planet, not a A-grade planet, but a B-grade planet, this is shown with the help of the blue line. I hope you understand. So we can easily identify clearly if the rulers are connected to each other through conjunction or aspect, and also if the connections through aspect is strong or weak through the color of the arrow. Hope you have understood the advantage of the circles for conjunction and arrows for aspect, which will help in finding the influence of the rulers over the other rulers through their connections. Now let me explain about the setting options. You can find a button called Set Options in the menu. When you click it, you can find option settings for ESI. First one is conjunction marker. The conjunction marker circles whether you want thin lines or thick lines. Suppose if you choose thin lines and save it, we can see the circle lines are very thin. If you choose thick lines and save it, you can see the lines are thicker. Similarly, for the aspect lines, there are two options, thin lines or thick lines. If you choose the thick lines, that arrows will become thicker. If you choose thin lines, the arrows will become thin. In aspect lines, there are three different types of lines. One is recommended aspect lines that we have, the default it is set, and exclusively aspected by lines or aspecting two lines also you can see. Next one is Dasa indicator dots. You can see thin dot or thick dot. If you choose the thick dot and save it, you can see Dasa dot and Bugdi dot are shown in a thicker dots. If you choose thin dots, they will become thin. Then you can see ESI font settings. You can select the font size 9 or 10 or 11 or even 8 also. Suppose if you want to increase the font from 9 to 10, if you save it, you can see the font size is increased. So you can choose your desired comfortable font size. Similarly, you can see options to select use bold font planet, use bold font grade. It means if you do not select use bold font planet, you can see the planets are not in bold. If you choose bold, then the planet's name will become bold. Similarly, if you choose the use bold font grade, the grades will be in bold fonts. If you do not choose the bold font grades, you can see the grades are not in bold fonts. I hope you understand. This way you can keep your desired settings for the marks, conjunction circles and aspect lines and Dasa indicating dots and also fonts in the ESI table. So we have completed the settings. Now let me explain you about the special features called clicking on the ESI tables. First is double clicking. While analyzing the ESI tables, if you want to refer to the EPS table of that particular planet, you have to just double click on the ESI table. That corresponding EPS table will appear. For example, while analyzing the planet Venus, if you want to see the EPS table of the Venus, just double click on that Venus, you can see the EPS table of that Venus is appearing. So you can refer to that EPS table instantly. Even you can move this Venus EPS table to any place also. If you want, you can close this EPS table by clicking this button. Next one is consequent clicking. You know, while analyzing the ESI table of each planet, elimination process and selection process are an important step in the EPS system. According to the strength and weakness, we may select a planet, we may keep we can keep some planet in waiting list, we can eliminate some planets also. To facilitate this process of selection, we have the following features. If you right click on a planet once, a green tick mark will appear which signifies selected. For example, if you want to select the Mars, just right click once, that green tick mark will come. If you want to Mars to keep it in the waiting list, just click once more, you can get the waitlisted symbol. If you again click, you can get the red into mark, it indicates elimination. If you again click, you will get the normal position. So in this process, you can either select or waitlist or eliminate a planet. For example, if we want to, I want to eliminate Ketu and select Venus and select Sun, and Moon I want to keep it in the waiting list, and Mars we want to eliminate, and Rahu I want to select, and Jupiter I want to keep it in the waiting list, and Saturn I want to select, and Mercury I want to keep it in the elimination. By doing this process, we can see I have selected few planets in the selection list, few planets in the waiting list, and few in the elimination. So you can rearrange these planets according to their selection by two ways. Either you can do it manually or through sort selection. It means by clicking on this sort selected and you click the refresh button, you can see the planets are getting arranged according to their selection. The selected planets are coming at the first and followed by the waitlisted planets, and next followed by the elimination planets. Suppose within this selected planets, you want Rahu has to come in the first and Venus in the third because of the strength. You can just drag this Rahu planet over the Venus. That Venus will move to the Rahu's position and Rahu will go to the Venus position. Suppose you want Saturn in the place of Sun because Saturn is stronger than the Sun. If you feel, you can drag this Saturn over the Sun and Sun will come in the place of Saturn. Even after the selection also, you can anytime you can change your selection and do it. Suppose you want all the selections to be unselected. If you want to do the reselection process, just you click the unselect button. It will ask for a warning. You click OK, then all the things will be unselected. Again, if you want to keep all the planets in a default position, just click on the reposition and click the refresh button. You can see all the planets are getting arranged as per the Vimsotri Dasa from Ketu to Moon. I hope you understand the use of this clicking as well as sorting the planets as per their strength by drag and drop as well as and sort selected. Now let's move to the important incredible feature called key planets. Please note you can find a PDF file in the help menu in the name of Key Planet Shades, KP Shades Grouping Ranking. This you can download and study for your reference. I have briefed the important points about key planets in that. Further, in a table form, I have explained about the three groups of key planets and different rules and the shades assigned to them according to their merits and demerits for your easy reference. For the instant reference on the KP shades in each group according to their grading, you can click the button KP grade colors in the menu. You can see the different KP shades in each group according to their grading. Group A, Group B, Group C, and grade 1, grade 2, grade 3 and grade 4, and different shades you can see. Now let me explain about the role of key planets and the method of usage. You can find a button in the menu in the name of Show Key Planets. When you click it, a separate window for key planets will open at the bottom. There you can see all the 9 planets that are arranged in the order of merits as per the rules given under the key planets. These planets will have a key planet shade for each planet based on the group or category and the rule it falls under. In general, the shades will be from dark green to red shade, that is from favorable to unfavorable key planets for that event that we have selected. In the key planets window, you can find the button KP check all. If you click the KP check all button and click done button, you can see the key planet shades of each planet will appear in the element column of respective planet at all the levels. The KP shade of the 2A level, that is Star Lord of the Star Lord, is shown with its KP shade at the 1/3 of the element column of the second level. For example, for the Saturn, that Star Lord of the Star Lord, that is Saturn Star Lord is Moon, is having the light green shade. We can see the 1/3 of the second level planet Saturn has got the light green shade. That is 2A level of the second level is signified by the 1/3 of the KP shade in the element column of the second level. Similarly, for the fourth level, the 4A level, that is Star Lord of this fourth level, is signified by the 1/3 of the that element column is shown with the KP shade of the 4A level planet. In general, the green shades planets at the second and third level are stronger, but the actual strength of each planet is to be carefully studied with the help of key planet shades at each levels and the influence of the ruler's link, etc. So the general strength of the planets ruling each level can be easily identified with the help of these shades. To study the strength of the key planets at level 1, you can click the Show Level 1 button in menu. You will get only the one level of all planets with the KP shades, which will be useful in finding the difference between the strength of the key planets. You can bring back to the all levels by clicking the Show All Level button. In the key planets window, you can see there are numbers given under KP shades and numbers given under rule. The numbers under KP shades are indicating the ranking of the KP shades, and rule under rule, the number given is indicating the rule number. It means that as per the rule under each group, according to the merits and demerits, the key planet shades been allotted, and they are also allotted some ranking. To know the actual method of allotting the KP shades, you can verify in the document seen in the KP shades group ranking. Now let's further study the feature of the key planets window. Apart from the key planets KP check all button, each planet has got all 1, 2, 3, 4 levels individual selection options. For example, when I click K2 all buttons and done button, the ESI tables wherever K2 is appearing in the element column, it will get dark green of the K2. For example, I uncheck K2 and I select K2 all and click the done button. Wherever K2 is appearing at the first level or second level or 2A level or 3 level or 4 level or 4A level, there you will get the green shade of the K2 directly in the element column. Wherever K2 is appearing at the 2A level and 4A level, that 1/3 of the second level and 1/3 of the fourth level will get the green shade of the K2. You can see in the K2's table, and second level moon has got a green shade of the K2, and fourth level moon also got green shade in the K2. It indicates the 2A level is ruled by K2 and 4A levels also ruled by K2. Similarly, you can see wherever K2 is appearing, that column will get, in the element column we can see the respective dark green shade. We have seen the role of key planets, Ketu, directly by the shade. Suppose if any of the planets are under the influence of the Ketu by conjunction or aspect, that can be seen by the presence of rectangles in the respective column. For example, in Jupiter, you can see in the Ketu table, in the Jupiter, third level Jupiter, you can see rectangle in the aspecting too. Because that Jupiter is aspecting to Ketu, so Ketu is present in the aspecting to column, so that is indicated by the presence of the rectangle. So same way, so if you select any planet, for example, if you check Mars planet and click the done button, you can see wherever Mars is appearing directly, it will get the green shade in the element column. Wherever Mars is coming in aspect and aspect or in conjunction, that you can see that rectangles of the green shade of the Mars in the respective column. If you select any specific level, either 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or multiple levels, the key planet shades will be shown only in the selected levels. The rectangles also will be shown only for those selected levels. For example, just I deselect Mars and I want to see for which planets Saturn is playing at the second and third level. It means for which planets Saturn is connected at the second level as directly as the ruler or in conjunction on aspect in the second and third level. Just you click the done button, you can see wherever Saturn is appearing directly at the second level and third level, you can see the blue shade of that Saturn. Here it is there, here it is present, and here it is present, and here it is present. And apart from this, wherever Saturn is appearing in the second and third level in conjunction column or aspect column, you can see the rectangles. In the Ketu table, you can see Saturn is in the conjunction column of the Jupiter. Similarly, in Mars, you can see in aspect column of the Mars. Similarly, you can see in other tables also, wherever Saturn is present in the conjunction or aspect column at the second level or the third level or any level that you select, you can see the rectangles and the respective columns. Please note, this individual selection of key planets will help in finding the selection process of Bukti and Antra Lord in timing of event. I hope you understand. Now let me explain the usage of KP shades with an example. In the given chart number 1, let's find the Bukti Lord and Antra Lord in which the native would have got married. During the period of marriage, she was running Sun Mahadasa. Now let's check the KP shades. If you see, there are 5 planets: Ketu, Mars, Venus, Rahu and Moon are in the higher ranking with green shades. In general, the planets who are having the KP green shades in the second and third level are strong, and the planets having the KP blue shades in the second and third level are average, and the planets with the KP red shades in the second and third level are weak. Though this is a general rule, as explained in the PDF file, we have to consider the other parameters including the grades in conjunction, aspect, and also the impact of the ruler's link. Now I would like to see the planets out of these 9 planets, which are the planets are having the 5 key planets, the green shade key planets at the second and third level. So I select the second and third level and I click. You can see the planets which are having these green shade key planets at the second and third level only. All the 9 planets are having any one of the key planets, so that we can see that second level are having the green shades. But you can see Moon, Jupiter, Saturn, and Mercury. Only these 4 planets are having the this green shades at both the second and third level. So we can select these 4 planets. Then if you check the Ketu has got only at the second level green shade, but it has got the red arrow from Jupiter third level to the first level planet aspect with the red line. It indicates that Ketu is aspected by Jupiter, a 3-grade planet which is ruling the third level. So this is weak. Similarly, if you can see Saturn, there is a circle between Saturn and Jupiter. It means that Saturn is conjoined with Jupiter, that Jupiter is ruling the third level. So this again is weak. So we can eliminate this planet. Then you can see the balance are the Venus, Sun, Mars, and Rahu. All these 4 planets are having the strong key planet, green shade planet only at the 2A level, and second level is ruled by the blue planet. So we can keep them in the waiting list. We can eliminate also, but we can keep them in the waiting list. Okay, now we can sort them. Now we can see Moon, Rahu, Saturn, and Jupiter are coming in the first list, and Venus, Sun, Mars, Rahu in the next, and Ketu in the last. Now we have to select out of these 4 planets, 1, 2, 3, and 4 planets, which planet is the strongest one. Now what shall I do? I select KP check all. I am giving the shades to all the key planets in the element column to find the strength of the planet, looking at all the levels. Now you can see Moon, Jupiter, Saturn, and Mercury. Out of these 4, you can see Mercury has got the first level is the red planet. That it is a free planet, so this is weak, being free planet, and also it is connected to the Moon at the third level, because Moon and Mercury are mutual aspect. So this is weak, so we can eliminate this planet. So now I am sorting. Now Moon, Jupiter, and Saturn are only the 3 planets which are in the final list of selection. Out of this, which one is strong? Jupiter and Saturn, if you see, all these 2 planets are having the second and third level ruled by only the green shade planets. But whereas in Moon, we can see the second level planet has got Saturn, which is a 3-grade planet, and also the 4th level also Saturn. In Jupiter and Saturn also, the first and 4th level ruled by the blue shade planet. That is not a problem, because first level and 4th level can be weak, but second and third level should not be weak. So in that angle, when comparative study, Moon is weaker than Jupiter and Saturn, so we can eliminate Moon. Now sort again. So Jupiter and Saturn are the 2 planets finally in the list of selection under the Sun Mahadasa. Out of this, who is stronger? If you carefully check Jupiter and Saturn, Saturn has got 2 falling down grades, though it has got the support since it has got the falling down grade, but whereas Jupiter has got no falling down grades. So Jupiter is stronger than Saturn. So Jupiter should be the strong planet and should be the Buddhi Lord, and Saturn is the Antra Lord. Another way also you can check that in Sun, the strong key planet, that is Sun, is the Dasa Lord, and the strong key planet is Moon, because Sun is in the Moon is there in the 2A level, is a green shade planet, and Moon is again repeated in the 4th level, so that is also a green shade planet. So Moon is the strong key planet, so the role of Moon is recorded in the book The Lord. You can see Moon is playing role in second and third level. Similarly, in Saturn also playing in the second and third level. So that and another thing that both Jupiter and Saturn are conjoined with Sun also. We can see with the pink dot. So they are all well connected to the Dasa Lord as per the pill to two connections. So Jupiter is the Bukti Lord, and the next strong one is the Saturn is the Andhra Lord. So by this way of selection process and easy sorting with the help of the key planets, we can identify the Bukti Lord and Andhra Lord. Now we can find the period of marriage. You can see a button show DBA in the menu. Let me close the KP shades window and click the show DBA button. You can see a separate window for the selection of DBAS at the bottom. You can choose to display current DBAS or select your own DBAS. Now I select the Bukti as. Now I select your own DBAS. Now I select the Bukti as Jupiter, because Sun Dasa is already selected, and I am choosing the Jupiter as the Bukti Lord as per our selection. Now you can see the periods is changed. If I click the refresh button, wherever Jupiter is present, because Jupiter has become the Bukti Lord, you can see the brown dot at the bottom of the Jupiter. It's indicating the Jupiter is the Bukti Lord. Wherever Jupiter is present in conjunction or aspect of the other, to the other planets, we can see that brown dot. Saturn is conjoined with Jupiter. You can see that now that brown dot is appearing in the conjunction column of the Saturn. This is an additional advantage for the Saturn to act as the Andhra Lord. Now since we selected Saturn as the Andhra Lord, I select the Saturn as the Andhra, and you can see the periods are changed. So it means that the native would have got married during the period between 17 August 2007 to 2nd October 2007. Actually, the native got married on 13 September 2007, which is falling within this period only. So we can easily identify the periods in which the native got married by these selection options also. Kind note: this is an example chart for easy way of using the KP shades in finding the strength and weakness of the planets, and also in finding the timing of event. While using the key planets, you need to work with patience and concentration, keeping in mind the role of ruler's link and other parameters in finding the strength and weakness of a planet. Now let me explain about some of the additional tools present. You can see utilities in the menu. There you can see print ESI table. If you click this print ESI table, the ESI table will be saved as PDF format in the saved chart. Then comes the event finder. When you click this event finder, you can see options to choose the planetary position by your own. You can choose the planets and you can choose their position also, and you can fix the start date and place also you can choose. If you click the find button, the required planetary position in which period it comes, then you can get those periods. So this will be useful for some people who are interested in finding the planetary position in the required period. You can find it here. Then comes the transit chart. As you are aware that transit chart will be useful in finding the planetary transits in the required period. By you can select your time, you can choose, you can change your place and time, and you can adjust the minutes, hours, days, month, and you can find the planetary movements. And that, for example, if you once you select the Dasa Bukti Antra, you want to find the particular date, especially during the analysis of the horary chart, this transit chart will be useful. Next is the ruling planets. When you click the ruling planets, you can see the ruling planets at the time of analysis is appearing on the screen. So this will be useful at the time of analysis in seeking the help of the RPs when needed, especially in the horary chart analysis. I hope I have explained to my best about the wonderful and advanced features of updated EPS software version 6.9 with an example using KP shapes. I extend my heartiest thanks once again to all the users of KP Star 1 EPS system software, and I wish all the best for successful experience with this software and serve the society with accurate predictions and guidance with the help of our EPS system. Hope you can realize that our EPS system software is not just a software doing mere calculations but an important helping tool with the incredible features to the EPS followers for their analysis, interpretation and accurate predictions. At this juncture, I like to thank Sri Amitabh Srivastav Ji, who is associated in the KP Star 1 EPS System Edition software, for his wonderful and dedicated work in developing such a wonderful software with unique advanced features. Hope this video is useful for all the EPS software users in finding all the features of EPS software version 6.90. Let me come back again in another video on the special additional features in the future updates. Thank you all once again. Yours Dr. G.K. Adit Kashinath, the founder of EPS System of Astrology. Pranam to Guruji Sri KSK. Om Shai Ram. If you like this video, you can share it and subscribe it. If you like to learn EPS system through online courses and direct courses, and also for EPS system software, you can contact me on the given number and email ID. Thank you for watching. Om Shai Ram.